Good morning, Christina, Joy, Paul, Tracy, Dick, and Colleen, wherever you are in the world. We're here for we're probably going to be here for about 25 minutes of balance work, to be honest with you. What you need today is a ball. You can use really any size ball. I'm going to use what we kind of call a small ball. And also, not to forget, good morning to all of the new subscribers who are coming in. I'm ever so happy you're here. I'm seeing your questions come in, doing my best to answer them. Thank you for your patience and thank you for being here and showing up. Let's get excited about balance today. So we're going to go through some progressions for balance. I want you to, I think you can favorite this one or save it in YouTube. I'm not always the best at knowing how to do these things. I want you to keep this one as a bookmark someplace so you can go back to it. What I'm going to teach you today is a pretty progressive, basic balance technique, but the great thing about it is that it is meant to continually stimulate your systems of balance, and you can go back to it over and over again, and it's never a bad thing to go back to your balance. Couple things. If you feel wobbly on your mat, then please feel free to stand on the floor. If you feel wobbly on bare feet, please feel free to use shoes. It's completely up to you. Of course, we're live today, so if you're watching this later, you can pause, you can get what you need. If you're watching it now, bear with. All right, let's just get a little warm up. Admittedly, this one is not going to be super sweaty. It's going to be more of a thinker than it is a feeler, but we'll be all right. You know, we'll be all right. So let's just start with our feet hip width distance apart. I'm telling myself and you. A big breath in. Good. As you breathe out, press your arms down, lift your chest, open your heart, reach your hands backwards behind you to get that nice back bend, and again, reach up and breathe in. Lengthening through the sides, press down and breathe out. And again, reach up and breathe in. And this time, just press your arms down by your side. We're gonna take a gentle side bend, reaching the arm all the way down, maybe bringing your other one up to your ribs, and then switch sides. Just getting some good spinal motion in this morning. Good, reach all the way over. Let's go for 4. Remember, in this channel, I want you to make empowered choices for yourself. If that means going slower than me or faster, or making a different choice than what I'm offering, it's all encouraged. Good, come back to center. We're gonna just do a little ankle roll on the right side. Just roll around the balls of your feet, nice and easy. We'll go 4 more. We're already practicing balance. The whole thing is not gonna be about doing tricks. Let's reverse the circle. Balance is really made up of 3 separate systems. You have your musculoskeletal system, muscles and bones, and your movement system. Let's go 1 more and then switch to the other foot, circling the ankle out. So that's your first system. Maybe not necessarily your first system, that's one of them. Your second system is your visual system, what you can see. And in the event that your visual system is compromised, you also have, to help and support, your vestibular system, your inner ear. So that's why sometimes we can feel a little off if we've got a lot of congestion or sinus pressure. Let's reverse. So we're going to challenge each system today and see what we can make out of them in terms of awareness, coordination in some cases, and also moving it through movement. Good. Let's just go 4 more on this side. 3. And 2, and 1. We're gonna take a roll down from here. Reach your arms all the way up. Let's round over. Pretend you're kind of bending your body over a hurdle that a track runner might use. We're bringing it all the way down as low as you can. Bend or straighten your knees as much as you need to. And then just bend your knees down a little deeper and straighten them up. Stretch those hamstrings out. We'll bend and stretch, bend, and stretch. 1 more, bend and stretch, and then let's bend our knees and roll all the way up through the spine, building length, building stretch, building posture. All right, last little things. Arms up to the side, just little rotation side to side. Shifting your weight, you can always just do the upper body part of this. We're just trying to get a little motion Again, we're here for a shorty today, so when we expand on balance, we'll do a lot more prep work, but today's just about dropping in. As you twist side to side, can you see some things in the room that are interesting to you? Yeah, that's it. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, big breath in. Lower all the way down. Bring your legs close together. All right, so we're gonna begin with some experiments as to how we navigate balance best. Now, we're going to do a couple of exercises with our hands at our shoulders, but if you need them out to the side, then I want to encourage you to take them. And also, if you need an extra handhold on a wall or a counter or a chair, that's there for you. This is not about perfection. It's more of just like taking your body into the balance laboratory and seeing what we have to work on, okay? So let's begin walking the feet together. Unlock your knees so they're just slightly bent. And then we're gonna bring the fingertips up onto your shoulders, drop your shoulders down, and just stay right here. We're gonna be here for about 30 seconds. It's like a nothing exercise, and at the same point in time, you'll feel a little wobbling here and there. You might feel your weight shifting from side to side. Your goal is just to notice what's happening, okay? This one, for many of us, is gonna be a little more simple, a little easier. If it's not for you, that's okay. This might be your challenge for today, and it's really good to recognize where the challenge lies for you. Now, we can do things like pretending 2 legs are acting as one. We can also do things like push down into the soles of the feet to feel a little more lift up through the body. Good. And let's release all the way down. All right. First challenge, simple, we're done. Second challenge, we're going to stand on the left leg, bring the right leg forward until your heel is in front of your left toes, and then slightly off to the side. So almost like you just took a step forward. If you need a little bit more grounding, you can move your foot out a little wider so you're more on those train tracks than you are a tightrope. We're not at the tightrope yet. So I'm gonna go a little more narrow. We're gonna stay right here. Try to place equal weight into both feet and just breathe. 30 seconds on the clock. This one gets a little wobbly, admittedly. I tried to add some exciting music to this today so it would feel like we were doing something really intense. For our brains, we absolutely are. We absolutely are. Yeah. Good. Almost there. Good. And relax. Okay. Come back with your legs together. For this one, we're gonna try the same at the beginning. If you wobbled a lot at the beginning, then just do the same exercise again, trying to gain a little bit of confidence in this exercise. If you felt pretty solid with both legs together, on this one, I'd like you to try to close your eyes. Be sure that your surroundings are clear in the event that you would fall, lose your balance, etc. I want you to make sure that you've got this covered, okay? Let's take your hands to your shoulders. We close our eyes in 3, 2, and 1. Sensing in right to that musculoskeletal form of your body. Feeling your feet against the mat. Trying to hug in to your center. Feeling a nice reach through the crown of the head. Keep those eyes closed. Almost there. That's it. Find a happy place. 3, and 2, and 1. Open your eyes, release your arms down. Again, we're still in a little bit of a simple realm. I hope you're all feeling good about this. Take your right foot back, take your left foot forward. You're not going heel to toe yet, but somewhere in between. Take your arms up. This one is eyes open and reach. I feel like I made a little bit of a misstep in our music, so you stay there for your 30 seconds. I'm gonna change it up. It's a little more intense than I intended. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get there. Almost there, almost there. Let's try this. This feels a little calmer, yeah? Sometimes you gotta make an edit right in the middle, right? I'm happier with this. We'll have some beats in there and we'll get in. It felt like balance was getting really intense for a minute. All right, rest here for a second. Good. Okay, we're gonna go back to the first side with your right foot forward. And see if you can't bring your legs a little closer together. This time we're gonna take the eyes closed. So hands on the shoulders, equal weight between both feet as much as you can. Nice and tall, lifted, space in your body. We close our eyes in 3, 2, and 1. So a little less stability here. Again, removing the eyes. If it's too wobbly with the eyes closed, I absolutely encourage you to open them and just work on feeling steady in this space, feeling steady in the way you're moving. Now, we did a lot of intense work on Monday, so this is kind of a reset for most of us to just key into those systems of balance. And open your eyes, release. Let's do the other side. So 1 forward, 1 back. Cross those arms, maybe cross them the opposite way. Equal weight in both feet. Think of getting tall, and we go in 3, 2, and 1. Close those eyes if you can. Yeah, I'm always a little flexible. I definitely have the need to do a vibe check if the music isn't jiving with me. My intention was to have a little energy behind our balance since I knew we were going to be still for a bit of it, but it just did not match up in the way I intended. So we edit, we revise. We're never afraid to say something's not working. That is the secret to my teaching success. Right down to the point of, there's a lot of times where I'm trying to teach people Pilates and they just want to lift weights. So we pivot. And that's why I've got lots and lots of certificates. All right, rest. I peeked and I lost it. All right, shake it out. Good. So we've done all these things. Hopefully they feel reasonable to you. We're going to get the ball. In the event that this is a hard ball to toss and catch, I actually have another one over here. I'll show you what this one is. Can you see this one up close? It's a tennis ball, but it's got letters and numbers written on it, just like the letter ball that I showed you all, the brain speed ball that I showed you all a couple weeks ago. Yeah? Woo! I'm almost good with it. So with this one, you can definitely toss it. I think I'm actually gonna use the bigger one for my feet. You can use the bigger one for your hands too. And I'm gonna use the smaller one for my hands. That's where I'm at today. So here's the exercise. Basically, we're gonna stand with our feet tight together like we did before. Now, again, you want the full sole of your foot on the ground. So in the event that your calves or your thighs are pushing you apart, don't be afraid to have a little space between your ankles. If you can bring your legs together and not throw yourself off balance or out of alignment in your ankles, then we're good. We're gonna be here for 30 seconds and we're just tossing the ball and catching it. So the goal of this one is, just putting my thing up. The goal of this one really, honestly, is to get to a place where you are, get to a place where you are working on doing one thing while doing another, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here. I don't know, there we go. Come on. Come on, there we go. All right, just want to be able to look far away. All right, are you ready to toss the ball? Legs tight together. Ready, set, go for it. And you're just throwing it hand to hand, tracking it with your eyes, trying not to do too much of anything with your feet. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock as we do this. We got about 5 seconds. Good, whoa, see that? It takes a lot of humility to do this live on camera, by the way, because I know I'm gonna screw up. Juggling skills absolutely come in handy. All right, go into your tandem stance. If you can, move your legs a little closer, hips face the same way. Ready, set, and go. Tossing the ball, tossing the ball. Whoa, and that's where we start to build the systems of balance. Now listen, so many people think of balance as being perfect. Balance is your ability to get back onto your midline, to right yourself. There's something called a righting reflex that happens when you trip, and you're able to catch yourself and get back up online with the rest of your body. It's not about never falling. It's not about never tripping. It's not about being perfect in balance. It's about your comeback rate, not your setback rate, yeah? Good, rest. Makes a big difference. All right, let's go into the other side. Now, if you find that your skills, that you're doing kind of worse and worse and worse, things are getting harder and harder and harder, slow it down, make it wider, bring it back to stable. So everything is adding on, right? We started here, then we closed the eyes, then we did a wider stance, then we closed the eyes. Then now we're adding in coordination with the eyes open. And then we're gonna try to catch the ball with the eyes closed. No, we're not. All right, are you ready? Ready, set, and go. Throw and catch, throw and catch. Good. And I'm just trying to track. If you do have a tennis ball and you do write letters, it's kind of nice to kind of go F, G, whoops, 6, 7, and just say the letter or the number of what you're seeing when you track it, when you catch it. Such a good eye exercise. You know how we love the eyes here, right? And rest. All right, really good. Now, we're gonna take the small ball, put it off to the side. If you're using a larger ball, come on over. Now, you are going to take, this is gonna be hard for me because I'm gonna reverse it for you. You're gonna take your right foot on top of the ball, and the goal is to draw a circle with your right foot first. So just circle the ball around with your right foot. See if you can make it into a pretty good circular shape, okay? If you can, bring your arms up here. If you do need a little extra help holding on, you can hold on to the wall. Good, that's it. All the way around, and then let's reverse the circle. Good. We got it, we got it. Yeah. I always think about, the rebounding is so good too because it really makes, it's demanding a righting reflex on your trampoline. So, and again, like, it's hard, you all, to show up with courage and teach the quote unquote boring stuff on camera, rest. Like, this is not gonna be, you know, Instagrammable. I will make it so, but let's go to the other side. Find the ball, feel yourself upright, and draw your circles with the ball. It's really, everybody needs a little bit of check-in with your balance. It's like, when's the last time you trained balance? A lot of times we just see it online with like a lot of weight or like fantastic feats or dancers or ice skaters or gymnasts or something. Balance is everybody's right. It's everybody's daily right. Let's reverse our circles. Oh good, yeah, Christina, you're gonna be brimming. The creativity is gonna go out the window. Your clients are gonna be like, wait, what? And guess what, you all, we're gonna go till 10 today, okay? I'm sure just the stopping and starting is making a difference. It's a 20-minute class, but I said 25, we'll get about there. Good. All right, relax. Hold for a second, take a step to the side. We're gonna try a tandem stance. Tandem stance is heel and toe. So you're gonna step your right foot in front of your second and third toes. I do suggest that you go inner thigh, lock and load on this one. So squeeze it like, you know, like you got something important right there. Pull it together. And then, if you can, here we go. Hands on the shoulders. Embrace the wobble. That is the #1 way that your brain is kind of figuring out where it is in space. It's like, oh, are we going over here? No, no, oh. And we've lessened the surface area that we're standing on. So that's a lot of figuring out for your brain to do right now. So don't worry, you can see me wobbling all over the place. This is why I get really nervous whenever I see those Walenda people up over some kind of canyon or, no thank you. No, thank you. Good. Yes, rest. Yeah, balance for me is working the edge of the balance, recovering. Yeah, it's not static balance, it's fluid. It's got to keep moving. you know? It really is, I think, like one of the things that you learn in dance is that you practice a lot of technique to rise up onto your toes and lower down. But when you get on stage, you have to let it go and trust that it's there for you. And that's when you get freedom in your movement, in the choreography. That's when you get to really play and bring the artistry into it. And I think it's very similar to life, right? We practice these drills knowing that we're not gonna wait at Starbucks like this necessarily, although a lot of my clients do this one and I love it. Let's go to the other side, tandem stance. Find it. So we practice these drills in an effort to keep stimulating our brain to just be aware and online and create these neural pathways that say, hey, I know how to bring us back. I know how to keep us upright. Yeah? Good. Nice. Woo. Almost there, almost there. This one's hard for me. I do suggest unlocking your knees. It does help. You start to feel your muscles kicking in too. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna come back to the ball exercise in just a second. We'll just place that off to the side. From now, take one heel to the back edge of your mat if you're using the mat, and one right toe to the front edge of your mat. Our hips are gonna stay square to the front, and we're gonna practice weight shifting. So we wanna shift on the diagonal line, but we're not turning our body this way. Keep your hips and chest facing front. Shift your weight onto your right foot and bend that knee. We're gonna hold 3, 2, 1, and shift all the way back. Hands can be to your side. Let's just do that. Ready? So shift onto that right foot. 3, 2, 1, and all the way back. We're gonna do it 5 times on each. Shift, 3, 2, make sure that right knee bends, and then shift back, equal weight on 2 feet. Shift diagonally. If you wanna test your little balance and lift your back leg up, great. Come on back. Shift, 3, 2, 1. The goal is to get all that weight all the way down. One more time, shift, 3, 2, 1, and back. Good. Step your right foot beside your left foot forward. We go, shifting diagonally, bend the knee, hold 3, 2, 1, and good. Think about bringing your full body weight forward over that point of contact. And come back, nice. Shift, reach, 3, 2, 1, good. The more you can partner with the floor, the easier it's gonna be to find your center. Good, I think that was 4. Let's go 5, 3, 2, 1. And here, now stay here, and we're gonna do the opposite, shifting back on the diagonal, putting the weight in the right foot, the right heel's back towards the edge of the mat. The left foot gets light, and we bend the right knee and hold 3, 2, 1, and come back to center. And go again. And hold 3, 2, 1. Good. Yeah, so the deal is with balance, Tracy's asking if you can do this on a trampoline. 2, 1, and back to center. The deal is that for balance, you want to go from known to unknown. So we start on the ground with these exercises. Last one, shift back. 3, 2, 1, and recover, switch sides. Here we go, other side. Reach back, bend that knee, pour your weight in. We hold 3, 2, 1, and come forward. So we want to start from a place that's known and then move to unknown, or another way to think about it is stable to then unstable. So all of these exercises can absolutely translate on the trampoline. You're going to be more successful with them if you have an idea of how they work on the mat. Although sometimes when you go into an unstable environment, your systems go, oh, and they pay attention a little more. So it's kind of a trial and error, but they absolutely can apply to the trampoline. Is that 4? Let's go one more. Good. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, one more time with the ball exercise. Now, I'm gonna invite you, we did a narrow stance. I'm gonna invite you to choose either a tandem stance that's wide or a tandem stance that's narrow. Eyes open, obviously. So choose your position, and we get ready to go right now. And you're just gonna toss that ball side to side, keeping your eye on it. This is meant to be a little overwhelming and hard. Working on embracing the wobble, getting into the righting reflex, finding a place that makes sense to us, and rest. That's it. All right, let's go to the other side. Other foot in front. I would suggest doing the same one you did on the other side, on this side. All right, I'm gonna soften those knees and begin. Little different side for me.
Can I come close? I don't know.
Embrace that wobble. It's about finding the calm, letting your body shake and figure it out. Good. And rest. Awesome. Put the small ball away. Bring the other one out. We're gonna this time take your heel back to the back edge of your mat. Start with your foot wide, again, if you need to hold on to something. And I know, like, I'm starting with my left foot, so it's gonna be a little awkward. Write your name. If you wanna go cursive, go cursive. If you wanna go text, go text. Just write your name. So I'm gonna go Yeah. And then take it all the way out again and write it again. Christina, you got a lot of letters. So if you want to go a little less, be my guest. Write your name. One more time. Good. All right. Now, it's going to be weird to write it from outside to in, right? So just do whatever makes sense to you as long as you're moving that. It doesn't matter if we don't start it the same way. Jenna, come back. Jenna. She'll never shorten it. It's her name. She will balance through all those letters if it kills her, yes. You can add your middle name. I don't know, I'm happy with 5 letters, you all. I'm not like, thanks, Mom, for the name. Good. Woo! All right, I'm gonna do one more, make that one feel a little better. Good, all right. Once you're done with your name, we don't need that anymore. Now, just to kind of show you, I have these balance dots is what they're called, and I use them often with my clients in terms of just giving a visual cue. So we're gonna do one. Let's see what will show up better on camera. Let's go 1. Oh, see it? I guess it's not gonna show up very good on the floor. Let me put it on the mat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are kind of sticky dots. You don't need to get these, you all. And you want them just about hip-ish width apart. Okay, so I'll put the other ones over to the side. So we're gonna stand on the back too. I know you don't have dots, just pretend you do. Give them your own color, okay? So right now, all I want you to do is march in place, side to side. Okay, just picture that you are stepping back on those dots every single time. Okay? Reach it, reach it, reach it. Good. Push down to lift up and just get some movement into your body. This is a really effective exercise for just conditioning our balance systems. So, we're gonna keep marching, but I'd like you to turn your head a quarter turn to the left and keep marching. Your body faces forward, Your cadence stays the same. You're looking to the left. Good. Excellent. And keep marching, come back to center. Woo. My body turned in a different way. That's what's always interesting. So interesting. You keep marching, your head turns to the right, quarter turn. Just look side to side, or look to the side, I should say. Good. And come back to center. Always interesting to see where you are. Good. All right, now keep marching. Keep your head forward. Turn your body to the side. Doesn't matter about your dots yet. Good. So you're looking over your shoulder, but your body is facing the side. Good. Come back to center. Keep facing me. Everything comes back to center. Good. Turn your body to the right. Keep your head facing forward. Always about the eyes, right? Nice, easy marching. That's it. Come back to center. Good. Turn your body and head a quarter turn to the left. Turn your body and head to face backward. Turn your body and head a quarter turn to the right. Good. And turn everything to face forward. I told you we get a little warm. We're just marching. Good. Everything faces this way, to the right. Focus on something. Ready, set, turn. It doesn't matter if you stay on those same spots while we're turning. Good. And turn, quarter turn. Last one, quarter turn. Good. And rest. All right, come back on your dots. We're going to just do a little forward and backward stepping. Fingertips come to the shoulders. This is our finisher. We're stepping right, left, right, left. Now, I want to see if I can kind of land in the same general area, which is why the dots help, because you can feel them underneath you. But do the same. Just imagine stepping forward without looking, and then finding the dots. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward. Start forward on the left. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward. Think about how you're carrying your body forward and back in space. Breathing. Good. Couple more. Back, back. Forward, forward, and back, back. All right. So either keep doing that or try with your eyes closed. Okay, fingertips here. You can also soften your eyes if you don't want to close them all the way. So I'm sensing where those dots are. You're thinking about your steps. If you don't have anything you can feel under your feet, again, it's okay. Just think about taking your chest and hips in a similar direction. Ready, set, forward, forward, back, back. So with something under your feet, you're really looking to sense where you're stepping, and you're looking to bring yourself right on to that place. Although I can tell I'm turning a little bit. There we go. Couple more. Good. Last one. Back, back. Stand for a minute. Open your eyes. Shake it out. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Last time. Same thing starting with the left. Close your eyes and go. Forward, forward, back, back. You might feel like these steps are a little too small at the beginning, and certainly you can progress them to be bigger for sure. It's just that you often will take a big step forward and we won't go quite as far back. So that's why we start out with a narrow step. Good. Couple more here. Forward, forward, looking for those feet. Good, and last one. And release, blink those eyes. Okay, so now we go into a little test. We're gonna I'm gonna come off my mat because I wanna feel it on the floor, is what it's called. So we're gonna take the right leg back like so. It's almost like, it reminds me of a flamingo. The knee is not in front of your hip. It's actually side by side next to your opposite knee. We do our hands on our shoulders again. Feel your legs. Stand nice and tall. And then bend your knee and just reach it back and stay. Do the best you can to just embrace those little wobbles. Find out what they're trying to tell you. Continually pressing down to lift up. Yes. 3, 2, and 1, release. How'd we do? This is a challenge one. All right, here we go, other side. Find it, and then go ahead and bend that knee back. Holding here. A beautiful flamingo. Good. Embrace the wobble. Open those eyes. See what's in front of you. Good. And rest. All right, then the last one, just stand on one leg. Hopefully you feel really solid. If you don't, then that's okay, honestly. It's meant to progress your systems of balance, but I don't know your bodies. I only know your chat, your chat features. So every exercise in this series is meant to tap you into something different. So if you really resonated with one of them and said, oh, this feels like I need more of that, chances are it's telling you that you need a little more of it. So let's check in with our journal questions. Were there any moments today where your body surprised you? And what were the thoughts and feelings that were part of the surprising experience? If you're willing to post it in the chat, I'm ever so willing to listen. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling that I'm warm and a little more awake in my feet, and that is really the point of working systems. So if you're new to the channel and you're like, I don't know what that was, I feel great, but did I really get a workout? Remember that sometimes the workout is actually more of a work-in, meaning we're challenging your cognitive function to get online so that when you do your movement, you're more with your movement. You're making informed decisions in the moment, shifts, weight shifts, things like that, that will absolutely lend itself to more effective workouts and ones that like land more effectively in your body. Yeah, confirmation is standing my ground. Beautiful. Yeah, so I encourage you to come back, do this one again. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do some mindfulness, and then we'll add in just a few more aspects to really drive the balance training home this week. Again, everything was 20 minutes, meant to be simple and accessible. I hope you enjoyed it so much. Don't forget to tell people about the challenge. I see the word spreading, or about the channel is what I meant, not the challenge. I see the word spreading, and we're so close, you all. We're so close to those goals. I think they're yours as much as mine. Dick says, my balance was surprisingly good today. How important the mind and body connection are for balance. Yeah, and most of it can be met through the channel of the eyes. But that doesn't mean that vision impaired folks have balance challenges necessarily, because often there's still that musculoskeletal awareness, and there's a lot of vestibular inner ear awareness. And it's very interesting, when one system is not available, the body will find other systems for better and sometimes for worse, right? So like sometimes our systems, when we don't have our balance systems online or conditioned, sometimes we just end up moving really small and safe. And then we don't really stimulate everything as much as we need to keep it awake and alive and functioning for us. So, there's lots of ways across the board that your body will compensate, all in the name of supporting you. So if you found something that surprised you today, that's a little invitation to dig deeper. All right? Big love to everybody. Have a great, great day. I'll see you tomorrow.